Now, men, you're one move away from changing your entire life. Now, before we get into this, I want you to know firsthand that anything that I'm speaking on when it comes to these videos, these are the words that I speak to myself. From my own experience, from my own life lessons, from my own failure, from my own adversity, and just raw life. So everything I say to you, this is how I speak to myself. Now, the reason why that's important is because you can know that we've been there, we've been through it, we've came out the other side, we've reflected, we've dissected the situation, and we've learned from it. Okay? That is a very, very hard thing to do because people tend to walk into the same problems and repeat them over and over again. And before they know it, that is the way that their life is set. As they constantly run into the same problems and they never want to make the changes truly. And they never take a step back and really look at the situation for what it is, from a facts-based mindset. So men, what you need to know now is you're one decision away from changing your life. You're one decision away from stepping into greatness. Now, the reason I say this and the reason I'm speaking on this today is because I know a lot of men who are not in a position that they want to be, right? They're not in shape. Their confidence is not where it is want to be. Their self-esteem is taking a hit. They do not feel respected. They do not feel heard, right? And they're sitting in that state playing the blame game. And quite right, okay? But what starts to happen when you're in this state day in and day out? And I'm going to tell you a big secret here. Nothing changes. Nothing changes, okay? When you feel in that helpless state and you're feeling sorry for yourself, as you should, right? Because I know you're going through a tough time, but your life is not going to change in that state. And I'm telling this from first-hand experience, okay? I remember, it's clear as day, rock bottom in my life countless of times, right? Going to the shop, buying alcohol, right? Drinking, right? Rock bottom, feeling nothing but hopelessness, feeling sorry for myself, and feeling, why is the world totally against me? Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? Why am I going through the things that I'm going through? Why am I seeing the things that I'm seeing? Me living in that state was never going to change it. You living in the state now, feeling hopeless, blaming everyone for your problems, thinking that you can't change your life, that is the reason you're stuck in the same position. That's the reason you do not have respect. That's the reason you're not getting respect from yourself or from the people around you. Right? It's all down to you. And that is the hard truth. And it's not pretty. It's not what people want to hear. Okay? It's not what people want to hear. People don't like to hear this or these type of words. And the reason being is because it directs the truth to them. We're speaking directly to the truth. And when people hear the truth, they get a wee bit uncomfortable. But something I can pride myself in, right, is walking towards the truth, even when I don't want to, even when I feel uncomfortable, is dissecting my mind, right, is looking at my mistakes and asking myself, James, where did I go wrong here? Where did I make a mistake? And you'll be blown away by how many men do not do this, right? And I find it amusing because I know where I was getting it wrong. And men do not want to listen. You can watch as many videos that you want on YouTube, right? You can read as many books as you want. You can get a short buzz of motivation. But your life is not going to change until you can take full responsibility for your current results. Until you can truthfully look at yourself in the eyes and say to yourself that you need to own it. And you're just one decision away from changing your life. That's all. And you can decide right now what your next move is going to be. You can continue to go back into that hopeless state of blaming your girlfriend, your wife, your family, your colleagues, your environment, the government, the way that you were raised, your childhood, your parents, for your current results. Or you can see the truth and see that you're a man who has tools, who has resources, who has arms, who has legs, who has a mind, who has a brain, who has another fucking day to get up and go after life. Because you're choosing not to see the opportunities that you have that are right in front of your face. You're choosing not to see the abundance that's right in front of you. You're seeking a mindset that is not serving you anymore. And how many more days do you want to sit in the same place, in the same position, feeling the same old way, when we both know that you have more to give? And I know that you have more to give, right, because you're watching this video, and because I've been there as well. And I've worked with countless of men in your position too. Now, the men who are not watching this video or who are not resonating with this video are the men who simply do not want to hear the truth. Are the men who simply do not want to hear the truth. And there's some people who are watching this video and all my videos in the past, and you will have no idea what I'm speaking about. It's because you are not ready to hear the truth. You are not ready to develop. You are too focused on the wrong things in life. All the glitz and glamour. Right? And when it comes to your development, because there will be a point when you need to develop, when life smacks you so fucking hard in the face, then you're going to realise exactly what it is I'm speaking about. But I've been there. I've been at rock bottom countless of times. I've experienced the lowest of lowest. Right? And I had to make a choice. And that choice that I was going to do better no matter what. So men, you need to understand that you're one decision away from changing your life. You're one decision away from greatness. Right? Now the thing that you have to ask yourself, or the question you have to ask yourself, and when is the time that you're going to act? Because you can do it right now. You can do it right now. Only if you truly want to. Now do not mess around with this. Because when you start to, well, what you start to realise is as you start putting in work towards yourself, you'll look around, right? And you'll see that no one is working on themselves. No one is doing the necessary work that has to be done. And then you start to realise that what they're speaking about, you can't speak about the same things anymore. You can't talk about the same things that they're talking about. You can't go to the same place that they're going. Because the place that they're going and the destination that they're going to end up is a place that is not where fulfillment lies. It's not where truth lies or peace lies. But there's going to be a phase where you're going to have to put in consistent work to sharpen up your character. Character is something to speak about all the time. And you'll start to meet people who are on the exact same path as you, who understand life's a battle and they're rough and they're tough and they're ready to go. Those are the type of people that you want to be around. Not these people who complain, who moan, who have something negative to say day in and day out and are not progressing themselves, who are not developing their character. But men, you are one decision away from greatness. You're one decision away from changing your fucking life. If you can see this, then your life can change today. And I'm not even exaggerating. Your life can change. Trust me, but you have to put it into practice. That's the deal here.